Hello, hello, hello. Hope you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Gurjinder will be here in a second. Hello? Yes. We are live. Let's wait for a few people to come in. And yeah. Well, yesterday someone was praising my haircut and I changed it. But yeah. hmm Let's hope some people join in because again, we're tuning in for AI. AI week. This week for AI. I'll get the stuff ready. Do we have some people? Not yet. Let's see. So Gurjinder, yesterday we had a chat regarding AI and we talked about lots of stuff.
Yeah.
The core takeaway was that, you gotta work, gotta do what you gotta do. In this age of AI, we can't be lagging behind, that's for sure. And yeah, we have to upskill.
And it was a little bit like a roasting session
Exactly.
where I I was the one playing devil's
Mhm.
advocate and literally explaining the opinion that designers already have and most people in
Mm-hmm.
general have
Mm-hmm.
regarding AI that maybe outside of the tech
Right.
industry. That's also something to understand that the tech industry itself, because we are inside of it,
Mm-hmm.
in a little bit of a bubble,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be an echo chamber. But the mainstream audience is outside of it. The blue collar workers, even the white collar workers that are outside of it. Maybe they're in healthcare, traditional healthcare. Maybe they're in traditional law. They're not as familiar and as attuned to all of these updates that are happening and how
Exactly.
quickly they're happening.
Mm-hmm.
But we see it
Yes.
in the
We see
tech
it live.
industry, and we're very scared to some extent,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, we know what's going on. We know how the world is changing and the pace it's changing at. So it's good to have discussions like these, so
Yes.
the main audiences can also get something out of
Mm-hmm.
it.
Totally. Today we'll be getting into talks about new technology, what's possible, and what's the future. And let's see if we can get in at least some people. Not really. We'll have to keep doing it time after time before people actually join in.
Yeah,
And
I'll have to just cadence and advertise earlier.
that's a bet we are ready to take. We'll see. We'll give 1 year to this, the
Absolutely.
entire streaming thing. Let's see
Yep.
how far can 2025 take us, and how far AI goes in 2025. That'll be a fun thing.
That's
But actually, before that, I'm pretty happy with this small technology as well. Where is it? I'm happy with my color changing light. Well, that's too
your
red.
color changing light.
Hmm. Is that
Too
better,
blue.
or the blue one better?
I like that.
Like it?
No, I like this one.
All right.
Yeah. We need
Keeps the
some warmth
suspense.
in this space.
Exactly. Awesome. We have two views. Probably it's us only. So before we get
Yeah,
started, we'll just go and
most part.
check. We'll just go and check if everything's fine. The internet is now fine, but previously it was a bit laggy. Maybe I should change the bitrate or something. I'll have
Yeah.
to figure that out. Let's see.
I mean, thankfully on YouTube the quality is pretty good.
Mhm. Let me see if your audio is coming in, and we'll get started.
Alrighty. Audio
Yeah,
testing.
works,
101.
works, works,
Testing.
works.
Perfect.
And yeah, we'll get started. First, before we get started, generally when we have been thinking of AI, maybe I should increase the gain a bit more. Is the audio better?
Sure.
All right. So yeah, generally when we have thought of AI in the general sense, people have thought of just ChatGPT, right? That's kind of the main representation of AI, and that shouldn't be the case because it's probably not the best. It's all right, pretty all right. If you pay for it, it's even better. But there's other alternatives as well that a lot of
Wait,
people.
you're saying
Exactly. I'm saying exactly that.
wow. Mind blowing.
Yeah, it's actually mind blowing for a lot of people because with new technologies, it's very difficult to get to learning more and more. Once you see something that's so revolutionary, you're like, okay, I'll just maybe you know like fidget with it a bit, and that's about it.
Correct.
But it's very difficult to change that mind barrier and actually get to using more and more newer technologies. So we'll get into a few of those, and I'll try and see if I can showcase some things from those, and I should be able to logically. So what's your favorite tool though on a day-to-day usage? Mhm.
artifacts
Exactly.
inside of cloud, which are helpful. Midjourney has always been a really cool tool for
Mhm.
just about getting one image and then also like a series of images. So I've
Exactly.
actually delivered a brand
Mhm.
identity project where I created a new illustration library
Mhm.
right inside Midjourney. And
Nice.
getting that prompt correct was a bit of a challenge, but once
Mhm.
I had it, I repeated that and I delivered like 12 different, images they could use within that collection.
Mhm.
It was great.
That's superb. See, so there's already real life use cases, real world use cases that we're seeing.
That's right. That's right. And people are happy to buy that too. And once they know that, yeah, it's great.
Mhm.
It's the end output that matters more than the actual tool that you're using. Like if I were to use Photoshop to create that, they'd be like, okay, fine. I
Mhm.
used AI to create it. They were like, okay, fine.
Mhm. All right, we'll get into some tools then. Why don't we start with that itself? And yeah, there we are. Before we move on, guys, please do subscribe. The goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which is a pretty menial thing. Come on, at least 1,000 people should be interested, right? If you are interested, on top you will see all my socials. On the bottom you will see all of Gurjinder's socials. Follow us there. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Gurjinder's channel. And yeah, you'll keep getting amazing content that you won't find elsewhere. That's for sure. Fun or not, you decide. And you tell us. Give us
That's for
feedback in the
sure.
comments. But yeah, unique for sure. And talking about unique, let's talk about this AI. Very low key. This company itself, Anthropic, it's not something that's known a lot because it's not, the top ones, but it's funded by Amazon
Yeah,
and funding in billions. And so, yeah, it's basically the Amazon front of the fighter. Google has Gemini, and Microsoft has OpenAI. OpenAI itself is pretty big now. But this
correct.
one, Claude from Anthropic, is actually very, very good in terms of creative outputs. Very good. These are the two models, Sonnet and Haiku. And as we see
Yep.
as well, right, Haiku is the light and the fastest one. Sonnet, I love working on Sonnet actually. It says as well, best combination
Yeah.
of performance. It's very good. So I don't exactly know why it's better, but the general reasoning would be that it understands text a bit more, creative text a bit more, and that's why the results as well are very much more creative than a ChatGPT free version. And
Correct.
yeah, so this can be used very much for proper brainstorming, like proper brainstorming, something that you might even pay
Yeah.
money for, right? Very worth its
Yeah.
salt. So I would advise everyone to
And
actually just check it out.
you can use it to create artifacts as well, which is something that ChatGPT doesn't do inherently.
Hmm.
And for example, like if you ask it, like we could do this live if you wanted. If you
Hmm.
if you want me to pull up my cloud account, I can do that. I can share my screen. Um, but if you go into it and you ask it to, for example, start design a website for me, and you give
Hmm.
it some of those, components and prompt it correctly, it'll give you an artifact of the live visual design of that website,
Exactly.
and it will also give you the React code, I think,
Hmm. Hmm.
or just code in general that you can take into React and then
Yes,
turn that into a working website.
this is what we were talking about. So because Gurjinder
Yes.
is also very AI forward, so am I. So we'll actually get to creating an AI led brand someday.
Why not?
We'll be together one
Why
hour
not?
and will create an entire brand using only AI. From the logo to the
Yep.
brand marketing, the text, everything, body copy, and we'll see where we can get. I'm sure we'll get to a level that's better than 30 to 40% of brands out there.
Yep.
What do you think?
Absolutely.
Very doable out,
Absolutely.
right? Mhm.
It
And
is
we'll use
very
everything
doable.
free. Everything free.
Yeah.
All free accounts.
And we'll use our taste.
Yes. That'll be another live stream, guys. Subscribe. Keep subscribe. I'm telling you.
That's right. Keep subscribing. Stay with
Honestly,
us.
shout out to Avinav from 10K Designers. That's like his thing, the taste. He does many lives on the taste as a designer.
Yeah.
I've also
That's
spoken
right.
to Sarvottam on it because it's like one of my favorite topics as well. Moving forward, especially, it will be a very important thing. But yes, as Gurjinder was mentioning, this is the artifact thing. See, it basically creates a file inside it, embedded, that you can click on, and it will give you this. Here it's an SVG. You can create an entire different brainstorm on it, tabular like planners, very much more with code as well. Very very interesting things with code. So this is
Yeah.
one of those things. Moving on,
You
moving on.
could you could
Yeah,
create even like full on app prototypes there too.
exactly.
So, that's like your initial base layer of foundation, and it could act as inspiration for you. It could
Mhm.
act as the ground layer of the code that you're going to put in. It's
Totally
incredible.
superb. But from there, we reach to something called as Perplexity AI. Again, San Francisco, founded just in 2022 by Aravind Srinivas, Johnny Ho, Andy Konvinsky, Dennis Yaretz, a very specific use case led AI. And again, it all has to do with the data, and I'm sure that the data that has been fed on Perplexity is mainly a lot of pattern matching from a research perspective. And I'm not talking about
Correct.
just academic research, just general core research. And so if you're a content creator like us, you can use it very in a very fun way, very amazingly. This does research very helpfully, and we'll actually use it someday. Maybe we'll do it this weekend, who knows? And we'll create an entire
Who knows?
live brand. Maybe this week, the next
Yeah.
week. Subscribe.
Yeah, we can create a whole workflow, brand strategy, positioning, and then
Hmm.
turning that. Well,
Yes.
first of all, we'll just ask ChatGPT to create a prompt or
Hmm.
a brief for a
Yes.
potential branding project live, and then we'll
Hmm.
take that exact prompt that we
Works.
create live and turn
Works.
that into a brand.
Absolutely works.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll also do another one for just prompting focused. How to actually prompt an
Okay.
AI. Various types of promptings, chain prompting, step by step prompting, learning based prompting. And the more you learn, the more you actually can use it in various different use cases. And Claude responds the best to these use cases. It's like literally a person at one point in time. The only thing is
Yep.
the free account is a bit of a restriction, you know. It is
Yep.
what it is. And then comes, hello, AMEG. AMEG is my company. It's not a person. But yeah, Gemini, our good old friend. It's now on our phones as well. I mean, what do we say about it? It's the very much everyday standard AI thing. It's all right in every parameters. It's not good. It's not the best. It's very good. It's not the best.
Yep.
So yeah, this can be used as well.
Yeah.
The best thing about it
Yeah.
is it's by Google. So literally there's no restrictions. Go for it. As much data, as much
Yeah.
information, whatever you want.
That's
Connected
right.
to the internet, you
That's
can
right.
just you can overuse this. You can hustle with it.
Yep.
Hmm.
And it's available inside of every Google Workspace app that you're using, like Docs. I think
Exactly.
spreadsheets as well.
Hmm.
That's really
Totally.
helpful.
Very helpful.
Um, so you don't have to worry about bringing in like a plug-in wrapper of
Mhm.
ChatGPT.
Various types of workflows are possible with this. So yeah, this is amazing. Gemini works very well. And these are text to text tools, generative text tools. But moving to something called UIZard or Wizard. As you see, Miro Labs, which is interesting because this is the first time I'm seeing it. Did Miro acquire it? Maybe Miro acquired it. Interesting. Otherwise, I don't think you would write Miro Labs, right? Hmm. But yeah, acquisition or not, it's still a very interesting software again. Concepts instantly with Gen AI can be created, trusted by individuals and teams at the biggest, boldest companies. AI UI, the next step, the next thing
Yep.
that we were, talking about. What do you
Yep.
think,
It's
Gurjinder?
already
What's your
here.
general opinions on AI UI and using tools like this?
So my opinion here is that if I were to train to become a UI designer, I would spend many years studying, reading books, reading, what is the best things to do, what are the best practices. If I can have an AI buddy that covers all the scientific areas for me. So it covers and knows exactly the entire list of best practices and helps me create a design, at least at the foundation level, that follows those best practices. I would be really happy. And then I just take that, created output and add my taste to it, add my inherent knowledge and learned knowledge of who my user base is, and then I can improve that user experience. But at least AI is helping me do that groundwork, right? That groundwork.
And
I'm covering all the
totally,
bases.
that's the best use case. That's the way to do it. And of course, now the biggest of the one of the giants, Framer, they have AI as well.
Yep.
Design better sites with AI. Supercharge your website with Framer's AI tools. It's
Oh
there
no,
locally on their platform.
supercharge.
Supercharge your entire workflow. So, yeah, as you see, you can just write stuff and it creates a UI. And so the next step, I'm sure, probably is the not the next step, the next evolution is the not needing of apps. That's what I believe. We wouldn't need enough apps anymore because majority of the things that an app does can be solved with a dynamic UI that will be created as you see. It'll just be created like this. Let me see if I can pull up
Yeah.
something regarding large action models. That will give us some idea. We were talking about it the previous time. All right, this is very yeah. I don't think people have already left. Probably the 10 people watching. But all right, this will keep their attention.
Sure.
The Rabbit R1 device,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
this came out. People were happy. People are listening to a Taylor Swift song on this. Okay, I won't judge it. So the difference, the core difference is in an LLM, it's a large language model. It's trained on languages and it understands how to text, how to do text, how to output text. With a large action model, it can take actions. And so all it requires is just basically, okay, yeah, AI powered gadget that can use your apps for you. So it will just require a dynamic UI on that little screen where you can just tap in. You will ask it, you'll click on the device and you will be like, maybe, do I have something? Yeah, I'll use the nothing thing. So you'll just click on it and you'll be like, hey, can you take me from Kurmangala to San Francisco? Right? Done.
Yep.
On the little screen, you will see three cabs. Click, done. It goes to the through API, it goes to Uber software. Uber software uses Google Maps API, connects it to Google Maps,
Yep.
understands the traffic, and gives you a taxi, gives you a cab.
Yeah.
And don't try to go from Kurmangala to San Francisco because there's water in between. But
Right.
other than that,
Right.
the
So
core
it
of
is it
yeah,
it, it is a true assistant type of
yes,
workflow process,
exactly.
and there's some difficulties there I see already. As in, like, for example, if I'm ordering an Uber, if I were to do it myself on the app, I'd have a better time finding the prices of the Uber, comparing, contrasting. What do I prefer?
But yeah,
Um,
all
is
the
there, like,
general things that you
there's
get, you will get those UI things that will be important to keep the customers from the business perspective, I'm sure. But having a
that's right.
core app doesn't make much sense for Uber either, right?
Yeah. And Uber will still be Uber in the back end. It's just
Exactly.
that, their app it doesn't need to exist
Yes.
if we're living in an assistant
Driven
driven
era.
world,
Yes.
right?
AI agents, AI assistants are the thing, and they will just be more and more crucial as we move in. Let me see if I can find something for AI agents. And it's very interesting because different agents will talk to other agents. It will be a completely AI led world. So, this is by Logan Kilpatrick. Let's see. All right. I mean, sure, I can explain it. As you see, there's an agent. So generally the way an AI works, why
Yeah.
don't I just simply explain it? It'll be good for a lot of people, right? An agent is simply consider it like a human. All right. It has actuators. Those are my hands and my legs. Simple. Those are my actuators. I use actuators to do action. Very simple, right? Now, there's something called as percept or perception, as we know, just as humans do. The thing is, the entire wording of this field of AI is very much connected to the human biology because the core of it is connected, right? So, where were we? Percept. What are my percepts? Eyes, skin to a level, right? Mainly. So, for an agent, its percepts, as you can see, through its percepts, it gets prior knowledge. It creates goals and preferences as far as we program it or ask it, not program it, and it has its abilities. Using the actuators, it performs the actions in an environment. Environment is the place we are in. So this is right now my environment, the entire world around me. I have my actuators, these are my percepts. And I can see that there's a mic in front of me. So if Gurjinder would tell me that, slap the mic off the table, then I'll listen to it, analyze it. I've listened to
Do
it
it.
using my percept, and I have my actuator, and boom. That's what I do. And I have created a change in my environment. Something in my environment has changed, right? That's very simply how an AI works. And it also learns from its observations and past experiences because it has a knowledge base as well, like a knowledge bank as well. And using it, it of course continues to improve. So this is a very core understanding of how AI at the fundamental level works. And that's, I guess, majorly about this Medium article. But yeah, what we were talking about is AI agent. This is how an agent works. An agent just creates a change in the environment based on what we want. You'll see similar images, abilities, goals, preferences, gets into the agent, actions, environment, boom, observations. So yeah, we'll take a breather. Tell me, Gurjinder, what's your general opinions? And what we have next lined up is text to image. Very fun. Very fun for designers, very fun for the both of us.
Text to image. All right. Yeah, I'm just checking
The audio.
the live chat. I'm checking.
I wish there were people. This
Yeah,
would have been so
sure.
fun with
Audio a
some
little
people,
bit.
right?
I know. Yeah, we're waiting on that. We're gonna plan
Sometime.
forward a little bit better.
Mhm. Yes. Mhm.
Time. Um, yeah,
Yes.
we are doing well. We are doing a pretty fine job at explaining all the tools that are out there and what you can
Yes.
choose from and what are the use cases. Um,
The goal of the
so
live is
yeah.
generally to
Eh,
showcase to people who might not be so much into AI. Just showcase it to them. What's the tools? What's the general use cases? What's possible? And we'll actually use those use cases sometime. And maybe this weekend, guys, subscribe. Maybe this weekend we
Yeah.
create an entire brand with just AI. And if you guys stick around, if the video does even merely well, we'll actually create a brand marketing campaign for it. Very doable. Right? I've
Why
learned
not?
it. I've learned it from my man.
Yep.
I'm forgetting the guy's name, which is not good. But yeah, I'm forgetting the guy's name. But yeah, I've learned it. I can do it and we'll do it sometime. Awesome. We'll now move into the next part, which is text to image. Have you used Relume?
Yes, all the time.
Exactly.
So
That's
this
my
is the
point.
partner plugin if you're a Webflow designer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, interestingly, I have not used this this AI bit on their site. I just have not used it. Um, reason being, I didn't find a real purpose to use it, to be honest,
Makes
because
sense.
it was just going to output for me the wireframe. But now something like Cloud, where it outputs me the whole first draft of the design, now that's actually really helpful.
That makes sense. See, it already gave me something. Something that takes time for a human to do, right? Rebank is a digital bank that offers a range of financial services primarily through a mobile app. Hero section, feature list, benefits, services, team section, testimonial, CTA, newsletter. Now, for someone, they might feel that, okay, this is very rudimentary. Sure, it is. But all of this, you have to create it, and it takes time. So, the best use case is firstly, it saves you a lot of time. And as you can see, you can just create and generate content. I'm not even logged in, by the way. I don't log in from this. But yeah, still is very helpful. Creates just keeps creating content. Look at this. You're telling me I'm getting this for free without
That's
logging
right.
in, and this is not helpful, right?
Yep.
It's very helpful. So, guys,
So it's giving you a good standard structure to
yes,
follow for that specific landing page,
true,
right?
true.
It always starts with the hero, and it keeps going down from there.
Let's see what it creates as a wireframe. The sitemap was pretty simple, pretty usable, but also pretty much the standard. It wasn't wrong or anything. It was pretty
Yep.
much the standard.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, we have it. Logo, get started. Our services support center more options because it's a bank. Banking made simple anytime, anywhere. That's already a better body copy than a lot of actual startups. I have
Yep.
to keep it simple, guys. You have to understand how it works, and it knows. I'm sure in the backend it's plugged in with some sort of an AI agent which is trained a lot on creating body copy. So the body copy is actually pretty good. Empowers you to take control of your finances with effortless mobile banking, seamless transactions, blah blah blah. Download. See, some years ago, there are people, UI people, who would create this, take their time and create this entire thing. When I say this, I mean
Yeah. And some would even do it inside of
exactly.
Photoshop. I've met people that have done that.
Upg-
So
upgrade to view wireframe. Now it's like, okay,
there it is.
you have seen too much already. Come on,
Yeah.
can't be can't be wanting everything. But yes, shout out to Alice Johnson, the CEO who doesn't exist, Bob Smith and Catherine, the
Yep.
CTO and CFOs. So it understands layouts very well. And actually, if you are a startup, you can just start with this. Why not? Right? This is a very standard,
Yeah.
very
This
simple,
is such
very workable layout.
a great place to start. This is my workflow in Figma. It's I have the Reloom library open,
Hmm.
and I basically open their Figma kit, and I start grabbing the different wireframe sections, and then
Hmm.
I start filling that in with the text and copy that I spent a lot of time writing otherwise. But
As you can see,
just putting in something here will save me a lot of time just spent on copywriting.
totally. And also, for example, you're like, this team section is fine, but before the team section, I want to give a how it works. See, isn't this stellar? This takes, this actually takes many hours, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you have all these just at the click, just a click away. Click, change, click,
yeah,
change.
yeah.
Maybe we go with
And you
this,
don't
for
have to
example.
worry about padding. You don't have to worry about text size and proportions.
Mind
You
you,
don't
guys,
have
we
to
haven't
worry
even
about
logged in.
the buttons. No, we have it. I
See,
have
it's
a paid
generating
account,
copy.
but
Mm.
yeah, you have
Yeah,
not logged in at all.
at all. And it's still working for me. And it's still on banking. It's not lorem ipsum, which you will see even designers doing lorem ipsum when AI can create text. That's just shameful, right?
Oh yeah.
Without
Oh
logging
yeah.
in.
Yeah, you should never use lorem ipsum as something you
Anything.
present to the
Yeah.
some sort of context. Otherwise, they won't know what you're presenting them.
Portfolio presentation live coming anytime soon, guys. Subscribe. Subscribe. You have to subscribe. We're just gonna be creating superb content after superb content. So you have to subscribe. Alright, so Relume was pretty fun. And I know the founders. They're doing amazing job. Very, I think the word is adept. Let me see if that's the right word. Yeah, very skilled, proficient. Yeah, very adept founders. They know what they're doing. They're doing it
Yep.
very amazingly. So shout out
Yep.
to them. And do we have like an explore page? Sure we do, right? Yeah. So these are, by the way, pages using Relume.
Right.
Let's see. Showcase. Yeah. Air Void. All right, that looks superb. That looks very
Yeah,
good.
really well made. Really well
And
made.
Relume, all Relume. Only thing is this button.
Yeah,
This kind.
yeah.
This is like this irritates me a lot. Yeah, just one button. But the
Yep.
world is yours.
On the
Experience the
far right.
ultimate in personalized corporate jet charters. Again, you'll see that the word, the body copy, of course, it's not the best in the world. It's not personalized, but it's not bad. Again, if you're a startup, why wouldn't you use this? Right? There's no reason
Correct.
why you wouldn't use this. And again, we haven't logged in.
Correct.
See, looks very good, and it has a sticky button as well. So it understands that it's a it's a high impact thing. We have to keep telling people that you can always book your flights on it. These are literally IA things that IA designers, like UX designers, think of. IA is information architecture for people who might not know, which is how information will be presented on your website and how a user interacts with it. So, this is very advanced stuff, we'll say, and this is just the starting, right? Okay, they have literal interactions. Now they are, I think, just flexing on us. Now it's a flex. Yeah, see?
Yep, they are.
Even this little light bar on over the word step one.
Yep.
Neat. Neat is the word, right?
Yep.
I mean, this is better than
Wow.
probably every actual flight website. If we go to an
That's
actual
right.
real jet charter website, I'm sure it'll be worse than this. Yeah, that's the power. Maybe we'll go another one. Let's see. Buchanan Capital Partners. We have all seen websites of investors, investment companies. Yeah, you're telling me this doesn't look extremely professional? So well made. Nice use of typography. Again, this always fascinates me how AI has gotten typography correct. And I mean, it's people as well here, but sure. A very nice serif, very complimentary sans serif. Very nicely done caps, like a ticker. Again, very nicely done serif. Love it, love it. Very simple, but we love it, right? As we see, the leading has been increased. It's literally very good. It's literally very good. See, like if you wouldn't know, you would expect this to be a real company, right?
Aren't these real companies? Aren't these like showcase of real
Maybe,
you know real projects that are made live?
maybe. I'm not sure. But even if they are, then that just tells you the
Because
power
you
of,
don't get something like this out of
yeah.
yeah you don't get this out the door with Reloom only, but Reloom is that solid foundation that you don't have to worry
Mhm.
about those building blocks.
Yeah, that's just amazing, right? Say A Void is a real company. I hope I can open the
Yep.
Instagram. I can, alright. Yeah, Bucharest, Romania. The world is yours. See, it's
Yep.
very, very nicely
Yep.
done. So, yeah, use Relume, guys. There's no reason for you not to. And yeah, the next thing is, of course, using text to image to the full potential. Firstly, Gurjinder, this as an image, is it usable in a creative? What would you say?
I think so. I very
Exactly.
much think so. Maybe there's little intricacies, but most people don't care about that.
Sure,
You
right?
can use
It can be
this.
made into like a little poster, you can animate it, you can do so many things, and
Yep.
it
Yep.
suits the identity of various brands. And
Yep.
like lots of brands can cater to this image. How
Yeah.
about this
Is
one?
that a problem though? Is that a problem that
Well,
any
well, sure, it is. But for example, this is a Google image of a food. I'm not sure what is it.
right?
Is it like
Yeah.
some sort of pasta for sure? But
Pasta with some kind of mushroom sauce.
looks good, man.
It does.
But
Definitely
so yeah,
does.
is this usable? I mean, it's on Google, so it's like a real image, so it's usable, but we can't
Yep,
legally use it.
definitely.
We don't have copyright
Yeah.
on it. Guess what? I was kidding. We do have copyright on it. It's an AI generation.
Ah, okay, okay. You're lying.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the that's the level that we're at.
Wow. Now I feel hungry, and now I
Exactly.
realize it's fake.
Exactly. Looks very real, right?
So it's just gonna be me with a fork in my hand and trying to eat like a hologram. It doesn't exist, but
Exactly. Yeah.
my
But
my
let's say
eyes
you're
are
a
eating
restaurant,
at
right?
least.
You are a small restaurant, or you're a
Yep.
restaurant blog, whatever you are. You can use an
Yeah.
image like this, just create it with, and the, come on, a photo of a mushroom stroganoff
True.
with white noodles in a bowl on a gray background taken with an iPhone. That's why it's that realistic, probably. Mushroom stroganoff.
Right.
Let's see the actual images and let us kind of, figure out. See? So if you are someone like an evergreen kitchen, you can just use an AI image and nobody would be able to understand this versus this. You tell me which is more appetizing. For me, it's this. The colors, the sauce looks very good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Optimized for the eyes more than for the taste,
Exactly. The
right?
taste 0%. Yeah. So yeah, something like this looks very appetizing, right? It's
Yeah.
entirely saucy. You can see the pasta.
Yep.
You can see the mushroom. Boom. Doesn't look fake at all. But then, if you kind of notice a bit, you will see like a random cloth lying here. Kind of looks like cement, which kind of meshes with the table. So then you can probably think that, oh, might
Right.
be AI or something.
Right.
But for the general population, we wouldn't notice. Even images like these, which is very apparently AI, has uses in various levels. And you can see just the level of the prompt here. Now that is a prompt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
I
Yeah,
think music albums should have like a complete feast with Midjourney. They should be using this all the time
I'm sure they do.
because these are so artistic and just,
Yeah,
enticing.
that's the
Any
word,
one
right?
of these could be
Yeah,
that.
I can use it. Any
Yep.
any
That's beautiful.
lo-fi Japanese artist can use it, right? Very on point,
Right.
appropriate, awesome, nice, and it creates stuff like this, generic and useful in some context, right? So
Call of Duty.
again, this might feel generic because we've seen a lot of things like this over the years, but someone creates this, right? And so it
Yep.
takes time. Again, we have to think of it. It can be simple, can be difficult,
Yep.
can be easy, can be tough, can be
Yep.
cheap, can be expensive. Everything costs
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
Versus,
You know what the next step is going to be in here, and these are JPEGs, these are PNGs. Next step would be
mhm. You're telling me this is not extremely amazing as an output?
it is. I think the eye placement is a little too high. I'm
Sure.
fearing that his eyes are like up here in the forehead.
Right, but
But beyond
at a
that, it's
glance,
like if
at a
we could
glance,
just
it's
fix
noticed.
that.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yep.
power is what is very amazing. See, and just look at the prompt: futuristic abandoned city, fog, railroad, and it gives such a stellar prompt.
Yep.
Opposite of a black sheep.
Baba Blue.
There you go. We'll create an illustration like this for our brand, I think. hmm Stick around, guys.
Why not?
Subscribe. We'll probably
The
create an entire
the
brand with
trick
AI.
is
hmm
trick is create other ones that fit exactly like this and feel the same sort of output, right? We need the same illustration style repeated. So figuring out the prompt is going to be a very important thing. So what's your opinion on prompt engineering as maybe a career in the future?
So it's like, if you're a good um, Let me think of an analogy. I said if you are a, and then I'm like, okay, I don't have an analogy already. um, it's like, I mean, I can think of one, but I'll still go for it, I guess, because I don't think it's part, I don't think it's a career. It's an added layer on everyone. And so if you are a designer, it helps you. If you are an architect, helps you. Whatever your profession is, prompt engineering will be an added level of help to you. The existence of only prompt engineers, I don't see that happening, because the only reason is the best prompt engineers are subject matter experts. That's the core. You have to know the subject matter very well. For example, when Gurjinder and I are sitting here, we can actually write this prompt, which is furry, fluffy, happy triangle character, expressive eyes, a tongue, it is ready to eat. These are things that are very expressive and we understand it. Versus we can also write this because we know what's a cyberpunk. We know what's low poly design, right? We know what's robotic joints. So we'll be able to create outputs like this. Versus, I don't think my architect friend will be able to create, I don't think my architect friend is creating this. But on the other hand, I don't think I can create this. Right? My game designer friend will create this. Right? I was talking about this, the low poly thing. Right? We can create this, but maybe my game designer friend can create this. Maybe my illustration friend can create this. I don't know who creates this, but sure. Look at this. Look at this. Megan Fox and Optimus Prime, 1940s, black and white, super Panavision.
Yep.
She doesn't look Megan Fox, but
Wizard of the Oz.
yeah. Even images like this, very, what's the word? General, generic, appropriate, usable. These things are actually usable.
Yeah, it looks like I'd find it on Unsplash.
Exactly my point. And the beautiful thing, Gurjinder, is the difference. I mean, think of this. A software that creates this, creates something like this. Now, this is something. I don't know how to use it. This is something for sure. Marathon headwear concept.
Yep.
Alright. I hope YouTube doesn't demonetize this. I mean, not demonetize, doesn't flag it. What is it though? Hyper realistic, over detailed, eerie, creepy, obscure, bizarre. Whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're talking about SVG? Oh wait. Yeah. Imagine doing this in SVG and creating a bitmap of this. Click on trace bitmap and you're gone. Yeah, your laptop's dead. Literally DED.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Just the notes on this. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
I mean, think about this. Just a couple months ago, we were just tooting our horns, everyone thinking, oh, we are creatives. We are the only people who are creative. We can create creative outputs that others can't. Sure, other humans can't. But literal brush strokes, very elegant, very appropriate brush strokes created by a software. Beautiful. Yeah. Awe-inspiring image of God, and it creates Christ. So yeah, AI biases, guys. That's true. See, it can create shops. It can create just so many things. It can create a painting again, very realistic painting. I never expected it to be this good in painting. Very nice.
I think I've had friends that I have a friend who go do a photo shoot, and they were testing the different scenes and the landscapes and the different poses they wanted using Midjourney. So this saves you a lot of time and effort to find the inspiration and the right plan before you even get to the actual action item.
So this man, Francisco Goya, if you're into art history, you would know him as one of the most brilliantly self-destructive person. Very depressed, very stupidly sad. I don't know what's the word to use, but yeah. As you see, The most one of the most famous images of all time, which is, yeah, Saturn devouring his child. That's the painting. That's one of the most famous paintings of
Right.
all time. That's a painting by Francisco Goya. See, this is another one. Yeah, the man wasn't happy, I can tell you that. But with AI, you can create this Goya painting of a heavily bearded man in a checkered shirt taking a selfie with a grey cat. This looks completely realistic. Come on. This is just very usable. Very usable, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Even the eyes, the proportions of both the eyelids, the reflections, everything. Man, okay, the bird. Oof. How did it get eyes so perfect? And that's a album cover of, I don't know, Earl sweatshirt. Hmm. So yeah, that's the power, guys. Use AI. That's our core thesis. Use AI.
Yeah. Add it.
You should. It's very fun. Very fun. And we're just on the explore page. Even that is so fun. This looks fake, but sure. Water is very difficult to simulate. And this looks something out of a game. Princess of Persia. Why not? Go for it. Yeah. Imagine a time where we would do like would put one image and the other and juxtapose them on Photoshop and create things like this.
That's
Very
right.
nice, very nicely done again. Just showing you guys the power of AI. This can be a very good Tyler the Creator poster. Garden of Eden realistic. This is more Tyler the Creator actually.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. We have a mock-up. So,
Beautiful mock-up. Beautiful, like 3D type of mock-up.
and very nicely you can just use it. So that's the best part. Again, posters. AI will take your job. AI will take your job, guys.
A little bit Indiana
If it can create
Jones.
product photos that's as appetizing and concert photos that's as cinematic and fun, yeah,
Yep.
you
Yep.
gotta compete.
So then it comes to the question of, for example, if I'm a restaurant and I'm using AI generated photos for my website, do I say that out loud that yes,
Nope.
this is AI generated?
Nope.
And if I keep it quiet and somebody asks me and they find out, is that going to be PR trouble? Right? These are all questions that everyone has to ask themselves.
I was reading this
Um,
blog. It was a blog or a research paper, which is when we left reality. And the paper starts with when we started understanding reality, capturing reality, which is the time from when cameras were invented, right? Because before
yeah.
that, it's all paintings. So, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Newton, our very own Newton. This is one image. Grand, luscious hair, jawline of Robert Pattinson. Looks stellar, right? This is a painting. He was born
That's right.
before the camera era.
Yeah.
So this is a painting.
Yep.
We only have paintings of him. But then,
Yeah.
not bad, but not Robert Pattinson, that's for sure. And both people look very different. Similar, the age band is the same for the paintings. But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Which is the reality. Because this man, and this man look very different. The hairstyle even is different. And so, since cameras were invented, people started actually documenting reality. But then we realized we can make changes to the camera quality. We can make changes in camera. We can do filters. From then, logically, we have disproved reality. There's acne removals. There's so many things on just your phone's core filter. Not even talking about using core, Photoshop that models do, modeling agencies do. Talking about just your phone, taking a selfie of you reduces blemishes, clears up the skin, clears up patches, reduces acne, all of that. That's old technology. Now we have AI-led technology where you can take an image on Samsung, circle something, and it's gone. So is that a real image? Because if in my real image there was a cat, and I clicked on it, removed it, is that real image? No, right? And so
Still digitally altered.
very much altered, very much not real. And all the product photos that we see everywhere around the world, very much altered. We know this because we get the work. It's all Photoshop
right.
driven. It's all just
That's right.
hours and hours of Photoshop. Now it's just one click. Same shit. Exactly the same thing. But instead of hours of Photoshop, it's a big prompt and a few iterations. But yeah, I'm very excited in using AI, actually leveraging it. Because it's very fun. Because it's very fun. And also we won't know.
I don't feel excited anymore. I'm just like, yeah, this is part of my everyday now.
Exactly.
Now this is photo. This is my up now. This is
Exactly.
my Illustrator. The Figma. It's just I go into it. Yeah.
Can we
It
make
makes
it?
my faster. Hey, listen.
Mhm.
It lets me finish my faster so I can go spend time with family and things that I actually want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Why
So
not?
why not? Why not?
If it's a
more?
new technology, you have to ask the question of why not? Or just why not? Use it.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about we make it even tougher for us and use just Canva? So that we literally can't do anything and the UI
Oh.
sucks. Yeah. It'll be just
Oh,
UI
brother.
based. Just AI based.
That is a challenge. That is a challenge. Maybe that's the second iteration of the
Yeah.
challenge.
Because if we can open
But I
Illustrator,
do want to do
it's difficult
one
to, kind of
blown.
hold our hands and not use
Full-blown.
anything. But I want to just
Yeah.
use AI. All the outputs of AI. No changes,
Sure.
literally no changes, no color change.
Illustrator itself has AI. So Illustrator
Exactly.
creates AI vectors, right? It'll create 3 at a time, and it can create a logo.
Yes.
You can put in a little sketch and then vectorize that, and then it'll create a logo out of that, and then you can choose like different versions. So I was wrong. AI vectors
Yes.
are existent,
Yes.
and Illustrator has it. Adobe of all people
Right? Firefly.
most back-end
Yeah,
old
free
school
generative AI for
tool.
creatives. Didn't catch up to the hype, but it's still pretty usable.
Yeah.
If you have the suit, especially, it helps a lot. That suit
Yeah.
is just too expensive, man. Do you think that?
It
Yeah.
is. I have to pay for it. It's gone up in price, and it
I think it's
really
the last
sucks
hunch.
because there was a time when you could buy the subscription one time, and it would be a couple $100s, but it's only one time, and then it would last you forever.
Have you used the
Um,
competitors? Affinity?
and it's that I haven't. I haven't. Maybe I should. Maybe I should try it out because I don't think it's as needed anymore.
I'm very much a
But
fan of.
for example,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, for example, having Photoshop there, having something like InDesign when I need to create documentation, although like Figma is also great for documentation, has me rethinking my need for an Adobe subscription.
Exactly. So I'm a big proponent of open source. I love open source because
Yeah.
you're using something that people are creating to help us, and so why not? It's kind of, again, why not? If it's similarly
Yeah.
capable. And so
Yeah.
Inkscape, very capable. I would advise people to start with it. If you don't have the money, if you want to be a designer, start with it. Subscribe because we'll do another live stream where we'll talk about why you shouldn't be a designer in 2025
Yeah.
and moving forward.
Don't be. Please, don't be.
Right?
Find
That'll be a
something
fun
else
live.
to do.
That'll
Be
be
a
a fun live.
prompt engineer.
Better. Already better. But yeah. So that'll be a different live. But at the core, you can use open source. Open source tools are very good. Of course, a Photopea isn't nearly as competent as a Photoshop. But the question is, how much of Photoshop's competency do you utilize on a daily basis? Majorly, people don't. Same with Illustrator, or same with like an After Effects. Maybe not After Effects, like an Premiere, right? Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
You can use open source video editors, and it works out for the majority of the use cases. But yeah,
Yeah.
if the suit would have
Like
been a bit less
DaVinci
expensive,
Resolve is really,
DaVinci
really
is very
good.
good.
One.
Very good, yeah.
Yep.
A lot of industry professionals now use DaVinci actually.
Yeah.
So this is something which is I tested 4 AI tools to generate UI from the same prompt. Zinran Ma, shout out to him.
Okay.
I think I know him. Yeah,
They did
long time
that
back.
all the way back.
Yeah, I think yeah that is where I know him from. He had a book, and I remember seeing him on LinkedIn. He's on ADP list. Yeah. So yeah, we'll check it out. Yeah. 10 crazy AI tools every designer should use. Saw many generic posts. Never show how they actually work. He's right. Very right.
Yeah.
So there's something called as Wireframe Designer, which is a Figma plugin. We're talking about October, so quite old. In terms of the AI scenario, how fast it is, quite old.
Yeah.
This is the result.
Oh yeah, I think we can do the exact same thing now, and we can bring it all like 4 different versions into Figma,
Mm-hmm.
and then like or Fig Jam,
Mm-hmm.
if you want, and then just put our notes there, like okay, what is good, what is bad,
Exactly.
and where do you need to actually add some human touches.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very important, right?
It is.
You might be like, okay, I'm just going to draw the line, and there's going to be a lot of agencies out there that don't do that level of work,
Mm-hmm.
so they're just going to put it through AI prompting and then deliver that exact same, maybe with little tweaks, to the
Yeah.
client.
Yeah.
Now, how does an up and coming designer know where do I need to actually add my human touch if I'm
Mm-hmm.
going through this process?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be an important thing I think we need to talk about
Sure.
in a
Sure.
future live stream.
Sure. Very much. That makes sense. That's a very interesting topic. Yeah. If we go to this, as you see the prompt, simple prompt, design an intuitive mobile app interface that seamlessly connects users with available transportation options. We were talking about Uber. He's like, create me a Uber. App should
No,
use.
I'm just going to say rewrite the whole Rabbit UI. We're gone from the Uber days.
Yes, I had Uber in mind while
Rewrite,
writing. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. People don't like Uber, I
Or
guess.
there used to be a really amazing hardware, and it was actually a gadget and a toy. It was called a Tamagotchi, and
Hmm.
that was literally our first attempt at a game-like experience, but
This one?
hand.
This one? Tamagotchi.
A spirit animal of a rabbit. Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So there were only 3 buttons. Look at that.
Nice.
Like that's all in the hardware. And using those 3 buttons, you had to navigate, you had to feed the animal, and if you didn't feed it on time, it would die. So
Nice. No, that's nice. That's
so
realistic.
yep. So
Imagine you wake up one day and you're like, oh, I didn't play the game. What happened? It died.
yeah, died.
It's
Maybe I
gone.
have to go purchase another one for, 7,000 rupees.
Oh, yeah. 1900s. Early 90s. Not 1900s.
We lost forever. Just restart their game afterwards.
No, that is
And it tells you by
fun.
pressing A and C together because there's only 3 buttons. Wow.
All right. It's literally like a thing. There's so many blogs. Longest living
Is
Tamagotchi
this
lived for
originated
145
from
years.
Japan?
Yeah. Has to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Has to be.
Yep.
Oh, it's by
Hats off to
Bandai.
the Japanese people.
Yeah, Bandai is a very famous one.
That's right.
No
And
wonder.
I.
And it still has it.
That's right.
They still have it.
Yes. 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 I think it
Nice.
needs a resurgence. I think it's going to be like an AI driven assistant, and Rabbit is going to have something like that.
It's
So,
very much
yeah, we're looking forward to
fun
it.
tool. I'm sure that
But
we will have a resurgence of, not a resurgence is probably not the word. We'll have a new revolution of physical games,
yeah,
and maybe
yeah,
not the way we
absolutely.
used to have it. Maybe there will be some
Yeah.
sort of a new revolution where we use the like the Nintendo thing, or those like what's the word? I'm forgetting the word. What's that game? You'll see different blocks coming in and connecting with other blocks. Vertex, something.
Tetris.
Tetris, something like a
Tetris.
Tetris,
Yep.
and well,
Yeah.
because we are from Tetris, we are now at Valorant. So I'm not saying
Yeah.
we'll have a Tetris again, but maybe we create
Yeah.
something of a hybrid, something. I'm
Yeah.
sure this is a good
So
space.
you know how there's narrative story driven games, and then there's RPG type of
Hmm.
game.
Which one do you like better?
I like narrative driven. I don't have time
Same.
for RPGs. As a designer, you don't have time for anything. You're not on a like a steady income. You have to work all the
Right,
time.
right.
But that's one place. So, for example, I make one decision in the game and it results in me going down a completely different AI generated story pathway, right? So it's interactive like that, and each game story is unique to you. So imagine the type of YouTube content that could come from that. So
Oof.
I'm not doing one walkthrough that is, just linearly through a single story that I can go onto every channel. I can watch maybe Ninja going through something that is very specific to Ninja's own story of that character,
Mhm.
and it's AI generated, right? So that's the whole point.
Not finding the uh, actual app. So they use voxels for this. Ah, freak. I'm not finding it. Ah, I never find the thing that I'm trying to figure out when I'm live. But yeah, so there was something like exactly what you mentioned, which is it'll live take a prompt and just create a world for you. You can import it in Blender and
Yep.
actually start using it. So you were talking
Yeah.
about SVGs. We literally have Blender environments now. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it'll be fun.
So all those Minecraft creators that spend like 12 years recreating New York City in Minecraft, they're
Yeah,
gone. They don't need to do that anymore.
all I know
They don't
about
need to spend
Minecraft
12
is
years.
people do something with like tools. Like, I have zero clue,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah,
I never made it that far. I just had one, pickaxe and that's it. That's all I remember. And maybe
awesome.
hitting some pigs with it.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. Like there's some sort of you can create like a fire pit or a swimming pool as well, right? Small houses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. But
I just ask
yeah,
AI to generate me the Trump Tower in Minecraft and it'll create it
nice.
for me.
Hmm. So yeah, this is the prompt again. Uber is catching all the flack. Uber is catching all the straws, and this is the result. Enter destination location.
Yeah.
Let's see if AI gets the IA correct. Pun intended. If AI gets the IA correct.
Yeah.
So here's the map, destination, transportation type, add stop, schedule ride, request ride. Come on, this is very good.
Oh, it repeated the transportation type, I think. Are those also buttons? Yeah, ride options, bike sharing. Oh no, ride, car rental, bike sharing. Yeah, it feels like the transportation type is being repeated a little bit, so that's
Mm-hmm.
something, right?
True, true.
Um,
But if you are a designer, you can just remove this part, put it up top, and
sure,
it works. And this is
sure.
pretty old, and this is just a plugin. This is not
Yeah,
the Powerpuff version. We'll get to that. So let's
yep.
see what I forgot my boy's name. Zenran. Let's see what Zenran is saying. His comments. I have mixed feelings about Wireframe Designer. Simple, easy to use, minimalist, blah blah blah. Neatly grouped with Figma's auto layout. That's very good. However, seems to have a limited knowledge base. Sure. Generates random elements. Depending on your prompt, results can be hit or miss. UX Pilot. If you guys haven't used UX Pilot, I would advise you guys to use it. Because again, this is another one of those. UIZard or Wizard, however you pronounce it, Relume,
Yeah,
Framer AI, UX Pilot. These are the common
yeah,
ones. These are very good. So yeah,
yeah,
use it. See, 50,000 plus people are already using it. And if you're not one of
yeah,
those 50,000 designers, then why are you not?
yeah.
Let's see what it creates. Wireframe, mobile, gives the prompt and boom. Alright, alright. But was the previous one better, Gurjinder? That's what I think. This looks like a
Yeah,
form
this
mode.
feels like it feels like a traditional like a WordPress form, in its like most raw.
Hmm. Enhanced prompt. So yeah, he also doesn't like it. But then comes our boy, UIZard or Wizard. I'm sure it's Wizard. I like calling it UIZard. Alright, prompt in and boom. Alright, okay, so this is
Oh,
everything.
okay. Wow. As a whole onboarding flow.
Hmm. Nice. Yeah, as you can see,
All right,
feels
it's
a
using
comprehensive tool.
maps. Very cool.
Hmm. I haven't seen other tools like this, of course.
Yeah.
Hmm. Positioning itself very differently from both of this because it's a comprehensive tool for creating UI more efficiently. These ones were more wireframe led. This is
Yep.
bad, but this is more wireframe led. This is proper UI.
Yep.
Additional work, hard to export them for further editing in Figma. Sure, sure. Galileo AI. Now that's pretty good. I'll show you guys this as well. Galileo AI. Another one. And yeah, text to UI. Can we actually? Okay. I was about to ask you, Gurjinder, if we can do a showcase. It's like, yeah, I did it for you.
Yeah.
Profile
It's
page for
already there.
Japanese inspired store for cool ceramics. Features history of maker, ceramics for sale, blah blah blah. Already
Yep.
looks nice. Edited Figma code. Example designs don't
Wow.
have
I can
code.
take it right to Figma, huh?
Yeah, right to Figma.
Hmm.
And if it was an actual design, you could even find the code.
Yep. But the question is,
Hmm.
does it follow the Reloom framework?
Well, then we'll have to do some mix and match, some cut and paste.
We rebuild it all in there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even visually, it can be a good standpoint, and then you can use the Relume framework to create stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
For
You just have
example,
to
you were
recreate it a
there.
little bit.
Just randomly you realized that, oh, I can showcase elevation like this, the base and the summit, instead of just writing 1,000 feet. So that's an
Yeah.
interesting point, and you can
Yeah.
improve your UI, right? It's all inspiration
Yeah.
based as well. It's very much more inspiration based. The more you would want it, and I can't apply the theme. Come on, but yeah, in general you can apply themes as well to it. So yeah, Galileo. Shout out to Galileo as well. Let's see. Yeah, this output as well is very good. Let's see if he likes it. Provides two options by default, despite often they are quite similar. That's true though. Yeah, that's
Yep.
that's true. Okay, choose UberX. I mean, what is the difference between both of those? This part, the back button.
Maybe. Yeah.
Apart from that, is the same thing. Prices are lower than usual. Prices are lower than usual. Different images. Even the wording is same. UberX, UberXL, UberX, UberXL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, everything is same. 13.0 cents, $52, 7 cents. Same thing, $52,
Yeah.
7 cents. Nice. But guys, that's the thing. Zinran tested this in October 2024, right? Yeah, long time back. And you guys can actually now go check it out, and I'm sure you'll be pleasantly surprised. I have a guy on the live chat called Neonite YT, and if I'm not wrong, that's
Okay.
my friend Abhishek. So
Oh.
don't watch my live. Go do your work, brother.
Yeah. Or go to
You
sleep,
should
brother.
go to sleep. I mean, we don't have college tomorrow, so yeah.
Okay. That's good.
He's another founder, tech guy. He's the core tech aficionado. So we love chatting about
Okay.
AI randomly.
Nice.
So yeah, this has been a very eventful live, very fun one, and we already have 16 views, 17 now. I don't know.
Okay.
We don't have concurrent viewers, but we have views. So
Mm.
I don't think it's counting us, right? It shouldn't, because I'm not checking it through
Yeah,
other
that
accounts.
shouldn't. Uh, yeah, it shouldn't. Mine just says one watching. I'll probably see the views later, but
Hmm.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
This is our
we have three
longest
live.
live.
We have 3 likes as well. I'm also planning to
Yep.
do maybe tomorrow, maybe the other day, which is going live till I hit 200 subscribers. That will be a
Yeah.
that will be a challenge, man. Because I don't think YouTube is
That's
recommending yet. Right, a bit of
classic
traction
Mr.
helps.
Beast.
That's yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Beast or Samirana or
Yeah.
anyone probably. Any gaming streamer have done that. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Trying to go
Live
crazy.
till live till I do this that. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I'll do it. I can do 4 or 5 hours of live. I don't mind being live. That's what I've realized, that I'm enjoying this. Because I anyways
Yeah.
yap a lot with my friends. I like yapping. I like talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, having people would be much more helpful instead of yapping randomly to the camera. But yeah, I'm sure you guys learned something. That's for sure. Lot of AI chat, and let's see. Maybe the next thing on our plate is creating an entire brand from scratch, live, so that you will see all the mess ups as well, and you will maybe see
That's
disagreements
right.
between us, because
That's
that will
right.
be fun. I won't
Yeah.
segment our work. It's not that Gurjinder will do the logo, I'll do the poster. No, we'll create everything
Yeah.
together, and yeah,
Everything together.
we'll
It's like
use
I don't
AI
like this,
to.
Brad.
I'll actually use AI to create opinions and actually figure things out. If we have disagreements, we'll use AI's
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
wisdom.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun one. What type of
Yeah.
brand do you
It's
want to create? What's on your mind?
I have nothing on my mind. The AI is going to tell us what type of brand we create. We're going to
Can we
tell
do
it to
that?
make us. No, we're going to do this live.
Why don't we just try and see right now? Something. Yeah, something. Yes, tell me.
I'll give you the prompt for it then.
Hmm.
So we have a live stream where we are going to build an entire brand identity live on YouTube and help us with a one sentence brand identity brief about the business
Help us with a one
with a one
sentence
sentence brand
brand
identity brief.
brand identity brief for this project, right? We have a live
Yes.
stream where we'll create an entire brand identity based on brand strategy live on YouTube. Oh, we forgot the AI part. Entire brand identity based on using AI based on brand
Yep.
strategy that
Yep.
will create using AI live on YouTube. Help us with a one sentence brand identity brief for the project. Generate 5. Let's see. Again, shout out to ChatGPT. Doesn't have, we don't have to
Yep.
log in. What did it give us?
It just gave us a rewrite of that sentence.
All right. I don't think it
Okay.
understood.
No, no, let's do this then. Let's do
Let's see.
um
Now it should understand.
okay.
Okay. This
Nope.
man doesn't. Let's see.
That's all you need.
I don't think it wants a good tonality. All right. Huh? Could you provide more details about the project's target? Come on, that's what I want you to tell me.
Tell it to you think of it. Say you
Brand
think of it.
identity and strategy brief. Strategy brief for the project. For a project.
Mhm.
It's giving me a brand brief template, so it's understanding it wrong.
Yeah.
Generate is the word, right? See. This is the level of our prompt engineering. If you're not logged in, guys, don't consider
Yeah.
this our general talent level. Uh,
The most generic brand ever.
it's
So
not understand.
okay,
Alright.
so how about you write this? Write um give me a brand identity brief for a design challenge
Yes.
and pick any industry you want.
For a design challenge, pick any industry. Generate a simple brand strategy.
No, no, no. No, don't add that to it. Just
Then I
just pick
probably
any
get
strategy.
confused.
Let's see
Yeah,
what it comes up with, and then we can follow up.
that's true. All right. Finally, we have
There
something.
you go. Green Glide.
Okay, we have a lot.
Transportation brand.
Uber is not safe. I'm
Another
telling you.
freaking Uber. Wo-
Nah,
Transportation. Green Glide. I like that name.
that's a fun name.
Okay.
Tech savvy, urban commuters, tourists, businesses, urban transportation service. Meh.
So
Brand
tell
marketing
it
will
to
just be awkward.
tell it this. Tell it make sure that this product has some USP compared to Uber.
Do you want to go for this? Because I want to go for maybe something else, a more visually
No,
engrossing.
let's see. Let's
No,
see what I can come up with. Maybe
let's
one
see.
more iteration because I
So
don't want to. I don't want to be
yeah,
like we're gonna choose between prompts. We're just gonna take what it gives us.
all right,
That's the
that's a challenge.
challenge, right?
Generate. What did you say?
Yep.
Generate USB for it.
You don't need to actually write generate.
Oh,
So,
right, right.
figure out the hidden USP of this product compared to Uber, so I can create a brand that is actually, or
Did
I
I
can
write a design
create,
challenge for a design challenge for the design
yeah,
challenge, right?
yeah, yeah. So let's see what is the unique selling point. So, oh, Green Glide. Okay, why not electric only electric only transportation vehicles?
Like a fleet of only electric only vehicles.
Yep. Yep. So maybe they have their own fleet of vehicles. Their
Mhm.
vehicles are colored. There's a brand like that here actually.
I'm sure.
Um so yeah, let's do that. And we can come up with car mock-ups as well.
I'm
Just
not
put our
happy with
logo
this,
on the
man. I'm
cars.
not happy with.
That's the challenge. That's the
Uh,
challenge.
yeah,
That's the challenge. We have to come up with something.
I would have liked something, more like a skincare brand. Because the mock-ups that it generates and those things are very stellar, very
I know.
amazing to look at.
I know.
Versus
That's the challenge.
Uber, how do you create? Hmm. Are you sure
A
about
new
it?
kind
Are
of
you sure
Uber.
you want to take the challenge?
I'm That's what the AI said. That's what
I
the
mean,
this is
it's not logged
AI
in, so you don't
through
have
and
to
through.
commit. You don't have to commit.
I'm wondering how it came up with transportation because that's all what we were talking about. So is AI following us? Is Google
Zuckerberg,
feeding them our
how's it going,
information?
Zuck? How's it
Zuckerberg?
going, bro?
Yeah.
How's it? So,
It's always Zucks, isn't it?
mhm, mhm. So yeah, sustainability, accessibility, efficient transportation, just lots of randomness. But in terms of our
Yeah.
USP, let's see if it tells us something. Focuses on car rentals, ride booking payments. Green Glides app is entirely focused on speed and simplicity. Micro mobility. All right. Instant gratification, easily locating, unlocking, and paying for an electric scooter or bike within minutes.
Hmm.
Sure. So, micromobility, short, efficient commutes in urban areas. We can do that, like a Yulu, for example, right? In India,
Yeah.
although generally a lot of people don't use it, but yeah, basically, okay. Are Yulu using an AI image? I'm not sure, but does she have all the fingers? One, two, three, four. I'm not sure. Yeah, she has
Yeah.
all the fingers. But yeah,
Maybe
just the
she
way
does.
the logo was placed, not even the logo, something, the graphic was placed, I was like, AI, AI. Maybe not. You will have to create things like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun. What's a similar
That's right.
company in America? Like a bike rental.
Um,
Let me just type it.
a bike rental.
Bike rental USA. Top 10 bike rentals. Hertz. Is Hertz famous? Hertz, right? I'm sure it's famous.
Yes, Hertz is famous. That's right. Hertz is famous for,
Big
a
bikes.
lot of things. Like they're a traditional car rental.
Yep.
If you're looking for an actual like startup type, let's see.
We can model it though. Yulu is more startups type in the Indian space. This one is more, as you can see, bigger bikes, bigger everything, more location based, more
Yep.
storytelling, and yeah, yeah, interesting. So, guys, you can actually take a full page screenshot of this Hertz rental, put it in Claude, and talk to it. That's how powerful it is.
Yeah.
My friend is a Vishnu Pandit. Okay, I think I missed a lot. We'll go through the whole stream when this ends. Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. That'll be
All
fun.
right.
That'll be amazing. I hope we can make our live streams fun. That is the goal, right? At the end of the day, people should learn and it should be fun because we're not the core fun type. We're not here to entertain, we're here to edutain. Finding my water bottle. Okay, here it is. Alright. Nice. Do we create interactions like this?
Maybe
Why not?
if Reloom offers it.
Okay. We're going there. We're going for it then. Is this
Yeah.
the prompt that we're going for? Think again, man. Okay, let's just. Sure. For
We
the sake
are.
of it. Just for the sake of it. Okay, how do we first. How do we.
For the sake of it. Now, we don't have to keep the
I
name
like the name,
exact. We
actually.
could be
The
like,
name is
okay,
pretty
maybe
good.
it's
Green
glider or
The name is fine.
Oh, you
the
do?
name's fine.
all right.
But I don't like the industry. I love my Uber. I can't see a shade on Uber. But maybe. We'll see. Generate. Firstly, let's copy this, by the way. Where do we copy it?
Yeah.
Huh? Where is it? Okay. Is my screen visible? Yeah, it shouldn't. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'll open my notepad.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if everything is there. Okay, the first part of the thing is there. This is the thing. If you don't log in, it messes up in this way. Got it.
Right.
Green Glide. That's actually not a bad name if you think about it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Because it's talking about glide in the context of small space rentals, fast rentals. All right, I've saved it, so it's fine. Generate one more brand in an industry which is based, which is more visual focused and sells real, not real, sells physical products. All right. Wait, what? Okay. Eyewear.
We're
Rich
going after the
skincare.
Shark Tank people.
Rich skincare, brother. Rich skincare.
Lens cart?
Mini-
Is it lens cart?
It is lens card.
Yep. Over here, it's Warby Parker.
Mhm.
So
The founder, you mean?
uh,
The Shark Tank founder.
the most famous,
famous?
the most famous glasses company or personalized eyewear company,
Warby Parker.
Warby Parker. Very, very popular.
Yeah, lens card
They
is
have-
now almost a homegrown thing now. They're very big.
Yeah.
And yeah, the best thing is that they're very much helpful as well. So they do like thousands of free eye scans, eye surgeries as well
Yeah.
with the proceeds.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's very
Yeah.
good to see. Startups actually being, startups actually achieving scale and then contributing to the world. But yeah,
Correct.
Gurjinder, first we got to punch Uber. I don't want to do that with my friend. Right? Then it was like, how about Piyush Bansal? This time I'm fine. I'm fine.
This time you're fine. This time we're
'Cause-
going after Shark Tank India.
Because it's a physical product and I'm sure we'll have stellar outputs. Again, high end,
Yeah.
customizable eyewear.
Yeah.
25 to 45. Let's see
Okay.
if it has given any
Okay,
USP though.
here's the challenge then.
Yes.
So put into the prompt
Mhm.
Uptique Artisan versus Green Glide.
Mhm.
Okay, and I would put like enter a few times. Okay, and now toss a coin and help me choose between one of these two for my first ever design challenge.
Well, if I type for my first ever design challenge, then it'll probably go for the First one, because you can create rudimentary skins there. It's not
Oh,
visually dependent, but this is high end, so I don't
that's
think it'll
true.
choose this. So I don't think we should write this.
Okay.
And it gets biased. It'll choose green glide, man. I know it sucks. I know. I just know it. I just know it. I knew it. I knew it. No. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
AI told us.
We'll do both.
We live in an AI world,
Garamond.
and AI told us.
It knows the best,
Oh, oh,
probably one of the best fonts to use for a luxury brand.
oh, yeah.
Love it. By the way, guys, we still
Oh,
haven't logged in.
make sure you save your Optique Artisan.
Optic thing, yeah.
Yeah, I think
So
we need a
let's see.
better name. I think we need a one-word name for that,
Sure. Generate
or just Optique
one word
itself.
names as an alternative brand name for Optic Artisan, the eyewear company. Okay. Lunaris, Spectra, Verity, Zentry. I think
Mhm.
Zentry sounds cool.
Interesting.
और
That's
लुनाव
a nice
क्या
one.
ये क्या बात हुई लुनावे लुनावला is it
Yeah, that
it's a
is what it
place
reminded me of. Where is that?
Lonavala I think it's in Mumbai if I'm not wrong.
Is that not where Big Boss happens?
Yeah, it's a show. It's like it's copied from Big
Yep,
Brother. Yeah, brain rot
that's right.
basically, brain rot on TV.
That's true. That's true.
We can do this. Lunavue,
Luna View.
Lunavue,
Luna View.
Lunvoy. Can't read it. I can't pronounce it. Someone has to previously pronounce it.
What were the other ones
Lumenza,
on top?
Apertura, Lustro.
Oh, we can't do Oculus. Zux. We can't do Oculus.
Let's.
Optura.
Virelli sounds cool. What does it mean? I think it means something in Italian if I'm not wrong. Okay, that's not the word. Virel. Yeah.
It's
Nothing.
already a brand.
Shopvirelli.com. Alright. YouTube doesn't get.
Already.
Yeah, YouTube is a bit something.
Yeah.
You know? They just have one thing. That's about it. That.
That's all. It's already a brand. We can't
But
use
who
the
knows?
name.
Yeah, we can. Why not? It has one
Why not?
product. We don't consider it.
Uh,
That's probably created.
I
with
like I like Claraview number 5. That's
That's
like
cool.
the last one you had.
Mhm.
What was
Claraview.
it? Luna View.
LunaView. Lustro. If you pronounce it as that instead of lustro, lustro sounds lustro, but lustro, that's more Italian, Spanish.
Yeah.
Evra. Evra is not bad. Evra. Evra is pretty cool. We can create a. How about we do this? How about we do a like a feminine touch, only feminine brand. But that's very not much of a good brand strategy, of course.
That's not what the prompt told us.
Exactly. We'll stick with it then. Let's pick a name.
Yep.
What do you think? So are we omitting Virelli? Yeah.
Right,
all
anybody? So
Lensora, very generic, can't. Visio can't. Evra, let's keep Evra. Clariview.
I actually like Lenzora because then
You
we
like it?
could use the Sora font.
So let me see. What is it talking about? Is it talking like a eyewear brand? Or is it like a Lenskart or a
Yeah.
Warby Parker, which is like a retail?
Yeah.
Yeah, high-end customizable eyewear. So I think it's a company, right? Stylish professionals, fashion forward, trend conscious, fashion and accessories. So it's not a marketplace. And by the way, Lenskart now has its own brands, which are doing pretty good. So for
Yeah.
example, Marc Jacobs, I think is the name. Or maybe that's completely different. That's the fashion line. I think it's John Jacobs. Yeah. So that's like a Lenskart brand. And as you
Yep.
see, pretty well, pretty cool, and it has a
Hmm.
few ones. So I don't think we're going towards that. We're going towards a luxury eyewear brand. Handcrafted, customizable glasses and sunglasses, timeless designs, focus on bespoke craftsmanship, blah blah blah. Verity. Zentry, what do you think of Zentry?
Century is a good one. It's pretty strong.
Right? Zentry. Sounds, for some reason, whenever there's a Z and an E sound, it sounds Japanese.
Oh no, it's in use. It's a fidget
Anything we
spinner.
like, anything we like, it's in use. It's also a build a more connected world together something,
Yeah, Silicon Labs.
I guess. Lunaris. Sounds too generic. Fokura, Lunave. Vellum. Vellum is a word that has a meaning, I'm sure. Vellum AI. Ah,
Oh no.
can't get non-copyrighted words. How
I
about we say
liked
generate?
Claraview.
How about we do generate luxury names? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's go another round. Why not? Okay, it went to Cavallo, direct to Cavallo. But these are actually pretty good ones. Amalti, Allure. We can use almost everything. Solera.
Yeah.
Now we have a good list. Valente. What do you think of Valente? That's cool.
It's interesting. Yeah. I like the
Pretty.
use of the V.
Yeah, we can take
That's a
help
pretty
from.
uncommon letter.
Yeah, and we can take our inspiration from this, from Valentino. I mean, sure, we won't copy anything,
Yeah.
but inspirations, guys. Even Velaris is good.
Maybe
Or
it's
Montier. See, now everything is good now. Previously, nothing was good. Now you can have a Montier, you can
yeah.
have a Vivare,
Uh,
Cirelli, Solara, Valuto, Amalti, Allure, Marcel, Cavascio, Virello, Fiore. Now we have to choose Gurjinder, and I'll leave it to you, because I like names, and
You know,
I like all of them.
Amalti sounds a little bit like
Indian?
an Indian name,
It is probably.
but it has probably an Italian twist to it.
Amalfi is Italian. It's a town in Italy,
Hmm.
so it's probably a.
Okay.
We can create a brand called Amalfi, and it can be an Italian eyewear brand. How about that?
Sure.
Right? We can take
That's
that much
beautiful.
liberty. That will be beautiful. We can create simple images. I'm sure there will be more like European data, anyways, in these platforms. So I'm sure we'll create better outputs. Let's copy this. Where is it? It gave us brand guidelines as well and told us about direct competitors as well. Warby Parker as
That's
well.
good. It's very good.
I like AI, man. AI is just too good. You underestimate AI, and the next moment is like, hey, I know who's your competitor. And you're like, whoa.
Yep.
I just told you to give me a name, buddy. You're like,
I
competitor.
know exactly what's happening.
It knows its shit. Let's go. Let me create this. Copy. So when I paste it in a thing, in my notes, it looks very bad. Very bad. Yeah. But, I mean, that's formatting. Can't
Oh
help
yeah.
it.
Because when it bolts something,
Star,
it
star.
it puts those stars next to it. Yeah. That's always very annoying. So you would have to ask it to
Yeah.
like not format in any way.
Do you want to go all caps?
Wasn't it a Malti or you want to go for the full town name, Malfi?
Let's go for the town name and
Okay.
create like a heritage luxury.
I'm 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 not sure.
Mhm. Title case. Sure.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. How about Amal FinTech? We create Amal FinTech at the next moment. Yeah. We're moving ahead with a name called Amalfi, which is a town in Italy. I'm sure it knows it. And now generate brand design ideas for us. This will be our last iteration. Let's see what it gives us. We'll copy it, keep it, and move on with it tomorrow. Coast, cliffs, sea, whitewashed villas, luxurious yet relaxed atmosphere. That can be a good natural element, using natural,
Yep.
using eyewear in natural habitats.
Yep.
Guys, think about it. This is generally the work that a brand designer or brand strategist, firstly, would do. Someone like us would do in the comfort of a laptop. Sure. So we are not actually having the delta is not in anything physical. It's not a physical labor thing, but just the code delta of how much we can brainstorm haven't even logged in. Think about it. And it's still giving pretty alright suggestions. So
Yep.
if you're not using if you're not using AI, you're missing a huge delta. I mean, think about it. This iteration just told us something about whitewashed villas. That itself can be taken into so many directions. Whitewashed villas, right? Villas. Do we present
Yep.
it in a beach
Yep.
house? Dyewear. So many fun things, right? Dido or Bodoni?
Yep.
Love it. Love it. It has good taste. Better taste than
Paid
many
fonts
designers.
though.
All right, sure.
Probably can't use
We
them.
can use Bodoni empty. That is free. I have it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's right.
By the way,
Yeah.
we won't use the fonts. All generated by AI. We'll just tell it to. Right? Because we are not
AI
creating,
generated fonts, we have them.
we are not creating anything. AI will create everything.
Yeah.
Every touch point, AI. That's why I told you, right? Canva. Because it's just a
Yeah.
drag and drop. That's as at max that we
Yeah.
can do. All right, icon. Let's see. I refined an abstract symbol inspired by waves or cliffs representing the Amalfi Coast's coastline. Nice. Now, eye shape, subtle eye shape for a delicate hand-drawn frame. Interesting. Interesting. Elegant olive branch or a leaf motif. See, now if you're actually using a Claude or a proper paid thing, you can actually create a separate place where you are brainstorming just logo design ideas with it, and you can do hundreds of iterations.
Yeah.
Right? You can tell it
Yeah.
to find iterations in different ways. You can tell it to create links with different other companies. Let's say you like the logo of Coca-Cola and you want such a scripted font, so you tell it that give me ideas to
Yeah.
write the word mark in the way Coca-Cola has written its word mark. Maybe Pepsi,
Correct.
or maybe a very nice, like a tight logo mark thing, like luxury brands do, like a Gucci or Louis Vuitton, Valentino. Yeah. See, telling us a golden monogram, perhaps a stylized A or a combination of A and M to reflect exclusivity. Interesting. Instead of just using A, we can use A and M. Lovely. Subtle line drawing of the coastline. I already have some thoughts. I already have some things in my mind. But it's not me doing anything. So it doesn't help if I have
Yeah.
anything on my mind. AI will generate everything.
That's true.
Nice. See, it's talking about a mood as well. Serenity, elegance, quiet kind of luxury. All right. Where vision meets art. Cool. Designed by the coast, crafted for you.
I like that.
That's very personality based, right? Designed by the coast, crafted
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
The perfect frame for a timeless journey.
Generic.
Generic, sure. But now this idea that we can use now, a perfect frame for a journey, right? Frame of a journey. So then we can
That's right.
now, if we're
That's
again,
right.
as we mentioned, right? If we're using a separate paid thing and doing it for companies, we can now create a brand voice thing, and you can just continuously
Yep.
brainstorming brand voice ideas. Timeless craftsmanship, Italian luxury, as generic as it gets. But eyewear as unique as the coast, again generic. But something like Amalfi, designed by the coast, crafted for you, can be like a ending
Yep.
line in a website or something. It can be used in
Yep.
brand marketing. So yeah, very much fun. That's the thing. Copy it. I'll paste it. And with that, what do you think, Gurjinder?
I think
1 hour?
put a
What do you
timer
think?
on
1 hour?
ourselves as to how long we're going to spend on this
Or
project.
do you think it'll
Yeah,
be too
1 hour
rushed
is
for
good
us
enough.
to create amazing results?
It'll help us.
Because
We'll see. We'll see when we get to the 1 hour
let's do
mark.
two.
Otherwise, we go for 2
Let's do
hours.
Because I want to
I
actually
mean,
with
we
this.
went for
Yeah. So I don't want to showcase people what is generically possible. I want to actually make sure that when people look at Amalfi, they're not able to figure out between it being a real brand and a fake brand. Of course, you can't create something
Yeah.
like a Tom Ford or Marc Jacobs or something, but you should be able to create something that looks like a very fresh new startup. It should feel like
Yep.
it, right?
Yep. So what happened to Green Glide?
Ah, we'll create Green Glide within 30 minutes. There you go.
In 30 minutes.
That'll be our challenge. It'll be a 2 or 30 minutes
Start a
live stream.
fight.
Yeah, sit with your snacks and everything. Maybe we do it as a LinkedIn event. That'll be fun.
Why not?
That'll be
Yeah.
fun. All live, all mistakes
Very
live.
interesting.
And just now you saw, right? Gurjinder and I were having some bit of confusion, like what should we choose? And then we asked AI to give us more names, and then it just gave us a name of like list of names that we loved, all the names now.
right.
Then we loved all the names.
right.
So yeah,
That's right.
that's very powerful. And this can exist in real life, which is where people underestimate AI because people think like translating AI generations, anything it generates in the real world is not worth it, or it's not that great.
Yep.
People will know it.
Yeah.
People will know it's AI. How will
Yep.
they know? Right? We just figured out
How will they?
that
We'll
from
hide it
Amalfi,
out.
yeah, from Amalfi we went to Amalfi in one Google search. Even without that, we would have gone for a Lonawe or some other ones, right? Like what was it? Evra. I forgot the complete
Yeah.
next list. Castello. So many. So, guys, subscribe. Have to subscribe.
Subscribe. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on a live design challenge. That's like 2 hours worth of designing
And so much more.
using
And we
AI.
won't do any design. Yeah. We'll just be the hand holders of the amazing tools that we
Yeah.
have. And we'll
Yeah.
use
We'll be the
everything.
prompt
free.
engineers.
Yes. Everything free. When I say free, I mean free, not even Illustrator. Let's go with that. Let's go Canva. Basically, we can just download stuff and maybe do something. Like, I want
Okay.
us to have the little most capabilities possible.
Yeah. Well, I
And so-
have a cloud account that is paid. I also
Alright.
have GPT paid.
Shit.
So
We'll use my cloud.
maybe, yeah,
We'll use my cloud.
maybe we'll use yours. We'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll use Claude. We'll use ChatGPT. We'll use Perplexity if needed.
Yep.
And we'll for the
We'll
image
use every single
generations.
one of them.
Well, for the image generation, Ideogram, Leonardo, very good ones. PicLumen again, and we'll
Yep.
create some very interesting looking stuff for the website. We'll use, as you mentioned, maybe a framer or a like a Relume generation or a UIZard thing, and I'm sure we'll have
Yeah.
great layouts with that. I can already imagine
Yeah.
having a good layout for an eyewear brand. It's not that difficult, right? At the end, when you know what to do, when you know the core of how good design looks, again, taste and design, we'll do a live stream on that. Subscribe, guys. How many times do I tell you? Subscribe. So, yeah.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't
Yes.
forget to comment which one you want done first, Green Glide or Amalfi.
Let's start with Green Glide. That'll be a good start, right? Let's do Green Glide
Sure.
tomorrow then. That'll be a short one as
Sure.
well, and we can express a lot more. And that'll
That's
be
right.
fun. 30 minutes. Do you think that's too much? Let's do 1 hour. First one, let's do 1 hour. Sure.
Yeah, let's do 1
Green
hour.
Glide for
And then
1 hour.
maybe we'll split it into 2 episodes so we don't burn ourselves out.
Yeah, that's true. Follow us on our socials. You will have it there. Where is it? Sorry, you'll have it here, right down there. My
Down,
socials, his socials.
down over here,
Yeah, can't point it, but
over
yeah,
here.
he's pointing it.
My
Yeah,
name's up there, but
our names up
but
there.
my socials
company.
are down there.
Exactly. And yeah,
Yep.
we are brand strategists. We are brand designers. We both own our studios. We work with early stage startups, and help create
Yep.
amazing world class brands. So if you're a startup
Yep.
who might need some help, reach out. And
And I feel, Brad, you're very much aligned to the e-commerce side. You love
Yes.
this luxury
that's
product
why
sector.
that's why
That's
Green
good.
Glide. I was like, let's slide
I
off
think
it.
you should niche down into it. Where,
Yeah.
where I've been Green Glide all the way because I want to challenge Uber. I want to be tech.
That makes sense. Well, I'm challenging Lenskart then, not Lenskart. I'm challenging Marc Jacobs, Tom Ford. Let's challenge Tom Ford
Yeah.
with AI imagery, right? That'll be the
That's right.
2025
That's right.
new thing.
That's right.
But yeah, this will be fun. Hope you guys loved it, because we loved it. We always love.
Yep.
We always love yapping, guys. We always love conversations. That's the goal.
Yeah.
I also run a podcast, so I I yap a lot basically. But hope you
Yeah.
guys learned. Hope you guys learned a lot. Hope you guys had a good time. And stick around, subscribe, because we'll do the live maybe tomorrow, maybe the other day, Sunday. And amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gurjinder. Thank you to everyone watching, and we'll take our leave. 21 views,
Thank you all.
22 views. I just hope it's not us and people actually watched it. So put your comments. That'll be very fun. That'll be fun. Awesome.
See you
With
then,
that,
everyone.
we end it. See you then. See you tomorrow.
Bye
So
bye.
subscribe. Bye bye.